Hello and welcome to the Psychology Show with Hamish Webb. Today we're talking about confirmation bias. Right, what the heck is that? So basically it is a process whereby you either only search for evidence to support your theory, or you interpret that evidence that you're presented with in a way that favours a theory that you already had. Why is this relevant? Well, first off, let me start with an example. An example of, say, let's say someone's theory, perhaps it's mine, is that the Earth is flat. And I think this is a good place to start with a theory because it kind of offends no one. No one gets sensitive about this topic because for the general public, 98% of them are going to think, yeah, no, the world, the Earth has this globe shape. It isn't flat. And so I think this is a good place to start so we can give an example. So my argument would be that, obviously that we walk on the Earth. It's not a round surface. We're not slipping off. I have evidence, and therefore I can conclude that the Earth is in fact flat. Someone comes along and presents evidence to me to contrary to that. They would say, for example, look at the moon. Got a picture of the moon here. Here we go. Look at the moon in the sky. What shape is it? And what would I have to say to that? I would have to say that's a round shape. And then I would probably say, but that's not the Earth. They then might go and do some internet research and would find this picture of a round Earth and present me with this new information. And I would also be able to tell them that only proves that the Earth is flat. So that's the problem with confirmation bias and looking for information that only serves to prove our own opinions or theories true. So the first thing we should do when we are examining something new is look to disprove it. How can I disprove my theory on that the Earth is flat? I can look up online and say, theories to disprove that the Earth is flat. I can do a search. Who's done some research into theories that the Earth isn't flat? And I would find out that, this is the research and evidence that proves the Earth isn't flat. So this goes true for anything, I think, whether you're talking about
It's been proven to help
paleo
eyes and help eyes.
You can look for that information that says, yep, paleo diet really works, or you can go and do the research that says, who's saying paleo diet doesn't work? Who are they? What are they basing their evidence off? So I think that the important takeaway for this is, where is the research coming from and who is supporting the research? Is it peer reviewed? That's a really important part of a scientific process, because this is when fellow scientists review the work and try to disprove it. So they're doing part of that process, because we are all susceptible to this idea of confirming our own bias. So yeah, that would be my suggestion when it comes to looking at something like anything in life, but in particular this was in response to Buenos, Diaz, who has a vlog, and he was talking about, should I try out this new diet? And I thought, well, and the first thing I saw him do was go and do the research on the diet. And the research that he looked at, he obviously was quite positive. And I feel that, you want to hear both sides of the argument. You also want to hear it from a scientific source. So you want to be very careful at the way that you're examining this information. Who's saying that it doesn't work, and why are they saying that it doesn't work? And basically, from what I understand of the paleo diet, is that a lot of the information is pseudoscience. It's not how we used to live, but it does have one good element to it, which is processed foods. Processed foods are high in sodium and very low in fibre, and the paleo diet avoids processed foods, and that is a plus for that particular diet. The rest of it is kind of pseudoscience. So yeah, be aware of those things where they mix in real science with pseudoscience, and it makes it difficult to unravel. That's what I would say. My 2 cents on the paleo diet and also confirmation bias, how to avoid them. If you have any questions, of course, you can leave me a comment down there. And if you want to give me a thumbs up, that would be really cool. Apart from that, I'm sure I've got this other really good video for you to watch right here. Thanks, guys. See you later.